In the income statement worksheet, I'll create defined names for the cells I want to change. These will show up instead of cell references in the scenario report. I'll select A4 through B5, hold down my Control key, and go down to A17 to B20. Lastly, I'll select A24 to B26. Go up to the Formulas tab and create defined names from selection. I want to create names from values in the left column, so I'll click OK. Now if I go up to the name box and click on the down arrow, I can see that the defined names were created. The first scenario I'll set up will be called status quo. This will represent the current values in my income statement. I'll go to the Data tab, click on What If Analysis, and go down to Scenario Manager. Click on the Add button and type status quo as a scenario name. The changing cells for our scenarios will be B4 to B5 and B17 to B20. In the comment box, I'll type scenario assuming current values. Then I'll click OK. You can see the defined names on the left-hand side, and on the right-hand side, Excel has pulled in the values from those cells. We're going to keep these values the same, so I'll click OK. Next, I'll add 3 more scenarios and change some of the input values to see the effects on net income. My second scenario will be called Expanded Operations. I'm going to keep the changing cells the same, and in the comment box, I'll type the comment scenario assuming expanded operations. Then I'll click OK. Now I'm going to change some of those input values. Units sold will increase to 675. Then I'll tab. 2,300 will be the average price. Salaries will go up to 450,000. Advertising will be 50,000. Administrative 60,000. Tab, and then the last will be miscellaneous. We'll keep that the same. Then I'll click OK. The next scenario will be named Reduced Operations. The changing cells will stay the same, and for the comment, I'll type scenario assuming reduced operations, and then click OK. This time my units sold will go down to 500, with the average price per unit going down to 2,000. My salaries will be 275,000, 30,000 for advertising, 35,000 for administrative, and miscellaneous will go down to 30,000. And hit OK. The last scenario will be called Spring Sale, with the comment scenario assuming a sale, and then click OK. In this case, the units sold will go up to 750, with an average price per unit going down to 1,800. Salaries and benefits will go to 350,000, 70,000 for advertising for the sale, administrative going to 30,000, and miscellaneous going to 25,000. And I'll click OK. To see the effect that expanded operations has on net income, I can click on the Show button to change those inputs. I'll highlight Expanded Operations and go down to Show. Notice that my input values change in my net income statement, and I'll close the dialog box and scroll down to the net income, which increased from 125,000 to 200,000. I'll go back to my Scenario Manager and click on Reduced Operations. Hit the Show button, and my input values change with the net income going down to 80,000. Notice the break-even point was lowered to about 425 units. Lastly, if I click on Spring Sale and go to Show, my net income goes down to $50,000 based on the sale. I'll go ahead and click on Status Quo and the Show button to bring it back to the current values. And I'll close the Scenario Manager. To compare all of the results together in a single worksheet, I'll click on the Summary button and select a report type of Scenario Summary. The result cells that I want to show in the summary is total revenue, total expenses, and net income. So I'll go ahead and select that range and then click OK. Excel creates a scenario summary by setting up each scenario in columns. This way the user can see the changes in input values and the results that they have on net income, with the current being 125,000, increased to 200,000 for the expanded operations, reduced operations go down to 80,000, and the spring sale has a profit of 50,000. I'll go ahead and move that worksheet to the end of the workbook. The second type of summary is a pivot table report. Going back to the Scenario Manager, I can select Summary and then select the report type of Scenario Pivot Table. Then I'll click OK. A new worksheet is created with each of the scenarios in the table. I'm going to go ahead and format the cells of revenue, expenses, and net income. I'll click on the down arrow by total revenue, go up to Value Field Settings, click on Number Format, Currency, and the fourth format on the list. I don't think I need decimal places, so I'll go ahead and change that to 0, and then click OK. Next, I'll change the number format of total expenses by going to Value Field Settings, Number Format, Currency, and reduce the decimal places to 0. Lastly, my net income, Value Field Settings, Number Format, Currency, and reduce the decimal places. The filter in this pivot table really has no use, so I'll go ahead and delete that field. From this information, I can create a pivot table chart by clicking in the table, going to the Analyze tab, and clicking on Pivot Chart. I'd like to insert this clustered column chart, so I'll click OK. Then I need to make sure that the chart makes sense, so I'll check every scenario and make sure that it shows total revenue, expenses, and net income. I'd like to change the color of net income from gray to green. Looks a little bit better, so I'll select it and then close my pane. Lastly, I can remove the buttons from the pivot table by going to the Analyze tab and clicking on Field Buttons to remove them.